Now it's time for I Challenge You, the show that goes to show that you should never tell me the odds.
Against all odds, we've gotten the repeat victory. What was that?
Like every progression series, I will start the episode by opening packs. Unlike other progs, the episode will then dissolve into full-on mechanized melee. In one corner, an army of Windbot AIs, with an arsenal of progressively more powerful decks. In the other corner, my own Windbot, wielding whatever garbage Twitch chat and I can put together out of our packs. Our bot gets 2 best of 3s per episode to beat its competitor and climb its way to the top of the ladder. If it wins, it gets a shot at the next challenger. If it fails, chat can throw it a gift to help it out next episode. The odds are against our digital champion, so it's our job to scheme, metagame, and do everything in our power to rig the match. So without further ado, get ready to rumble! And welcome back, kings, queens, and monarchs of every element, to I Challenge You, the series that continues to challenge our expectations. Last week, we beat all odds through metagaming and through whatever the hell kind of luck game 2 was. We made it out, and therefore we get to spin both the Wheel of Blessings and the Wheel of Calamities. Let's see what we can get. Spinning first, the Wheel of Blessings, we are going to see some interesting things. A new thing. Ooh, I get to choose a promo this episode. So I get to choose a promo from any time during or before the sets that we are opening today. Interesting. Perhaps we will be pairing our Raigeki with a Harpy's Feather Duster. Let's see what we have to deal with after the Wheel of Calamities. We do have to recognize that God gives us his greatest tests because our AI is his strongest soldier. What horrible happenings will we spin today? Oh no. Chat is going to be very happy about this one. Today, we are playing with Sleeper Agent. Sleeper Agent is a little number that means that chat will get to vote for a card, and I am required to play all copies that I own and am capable of running in my deck. So this is going to be an interesting episode, to say the least. But without further ado, we've received our calamity. We have done our penance. It is time for us to receive our new infusion of cards. Today we have some seriously kick-ass packs to open. One of my favorites in history, Dark Crisis, and the other is Magician's Force. Let's see what we can do with them and what we find. All right, 24 packs of Magician's Force. Let's see if we can pull some burn to counter the burn we just faced. We were the burn receivers. Now we shall be the burn givers. If we get Wave Motion Cannon. Pack number 1. Roulette Barrel is a pretty solid card for the AI. Unfortunately, we're probably going to normal summon it, in which case it's not quite as good. Old Vindictive Magician also has a similar problem, but Physical Double could be a genuinely good card against some decks, especially if we're playing the underdog. Thunder of Ruler, also kind of funny. It's just like bad threatening roar. I'll take it. Our secret rare luck continues. This card would be incredible in a real opening. Dark Magician Girl. Unfortunately, pretty bad for us here. Magical Scientist, though, is actually potentially really good. We could summon out Thousand Eyes Restrict with it, and then we could steal a monster and then just send the Thousand Eyes Restrict back to the extra deck. That's a strat that I think the AI probably could figure out. Next pack, Deskawalla is genuinely strong. Kylan's in my Discord is going to be happy about this one. Again, it's got the flip effect problem, but I think this card is otherwise very good. There's Wave Motion Cannon, which unfortunately, as chat has pointed out to me, the AI will probably just fire off and will get a grand total of 1,000 life points out of. This is the series I have chosen to be a part of. All right, what do we got? Dark Blade, he's an 1800. Sonic Duck is a 1700 that gets under Gravity Bind. I'm hoping that's not going to be relevant anymore, but we're going to have to see. We don't have Dark Magician, but this card is a 1900 beater with 1700 defense, so I'm not going to say no to it. Another Secret Barrel is great. Rivalry of Warlords is a great floodgate against future decks. Definitely looking forward to having this for the metagaming opportunities. Another 1800, we are flush with 1800s. Great Angus going to do us a lot of good. And another Magical Scientist. This is really good. A lot of prog decks don't end up pulling Magical Scientists, so this is going to be solid for us. Pack number 8. Is that Tribe Infecting Virus? Oh boy, Tribe Infecting Virus is probably going to turbo activate its effect until it destroys everything on the field, including itself. We cannot run this card. Great. I love this series, folks. I do love this series. I can't cap. This card is really, really good, but we can't run it. Oh, we have Aitsu and Koitsu. That's a union strategy that exists, perhaps with reasoning in play. This is a really funny thing that we could potentially do. YZ Tank Dragon, let's go. Another Magical Scientist is great. I'm not sure if we're going to use 3. Here's another Koitsu. I'm genuinely keeping my eye out for Koitsu and Aitsu because the AI does choose randomly on reasoning, so the chances are very good that we're going to get to summon the guy. Expect the other secret rare. We had to get our secret rares now, didn't we? DD Crazy Beast is kind of cool if we were dealing with a lot of recruiters. We do have Gaia power to put this guy up to 1900. Honestly, I'm going through these packs and I'm thinking about, we've already passed burn. I don't know what to metagame around now. I'm seeing all these cards and I'm like, they could be good against who the hell knows. I don't. Yo! Dark Paladin is so sick. Dark Paladin is one of my favorite monsters of all time. We cannot run it. It is just something we cannot run. Next pack, Dark Core, genuinely good card. Amazoness Archers. I want to say this actually could be a good card. Let's take a look. Huh. Interesting. That's a fascinating card. We're probably not going to run it. Next pack, Apprentice Magician. Okay. All right, hear me out. Apprentice Magician is a good card. And the reason Apprentice Magician is a good card is because it sets the monster from your deck. It cannot summon it face up. Pack 19. Spell Canceller. Wish we had this against the Frog deck. I wish we had this against the Frog deck, but we do have this to metagame with against other decks in the future. Another Desquala is not ideal. Now I'm just seeing all these cards and wishing they were Apprentice Magician. All right, just a few more packs out of Magician's Force. We've gotten most of the things that I can reasonably expect us to get out of this. Breaker the Magical Warrior would be an incredible card to pull next. Helping Robo for Combat is funny. Nope. Can we get Breaker in the close? We cannot. We did get 3 Desquala, which would be great if the AI could set cards. We can potentially get the AI to set cards if we run something like a Pac-Man deck. That is something worth keeping our eyes open for in the future. This is an interesting opening. I'm not sure we got that much out of it besides the Spell Canceller potentially. We'll see what we've got. But next is one of my favorite sets of all time, Dark Crisis. This pack is so cool, and I'm not sure that we're going to get anything we can use, but perhaps a DD Warrior Lady, perhaps, or a Skill Drain. All right, Dark Crisis. Let's see what we can do. Pack number 1, Exodia Necros. Sure, we get so many hollows. Despair from the Dark is genuinely cool because we have Call of the Mummy. Unfortunately, we didn't pull any copies of Book of Life, which makes something like a Dead Rat deck a little bit less useful, but this card is pretty strong if we can run the Call of the Mummy strat. Also pretty good with Reasoning. I need to consider the fact that the AI is really bad against Reasoning. So if we want to run a like Reasoning Gate type deck, we can absolutely do that. Next pack, Archfiend Soldier is also genuinely good. At 1900, it power creeps most of the monsters that we have available to us. Next pack, Infernal Queen Archfiend is not one of those. Hold up, what are we talking about? Sakuretsu Armor might as well be an ultra rare. Sakuretsu Armor is so phenomenally strong, and I'm so happy to see it. I totally forgot this card was in this pack. This card is so incredibly good, and I'd love to see 3 copies of it. I just walked right past Sakuretsu Armor. Next pack, Shizu jump scares. Falling Down is pretty good. Dark Scorpion Mane the Thorn is like what Cobra for Dark Scorpions, which is probably bad, but I'm still coping on Dark Scorpions. Wow, this set is not as good as I remember it being. I really loved the chess Archfiends, and things like Cestus of Dagla played a big part in my childhood, but honestly, this set is not coming through. Spell Vanishing, incredible. This is like a magic counter spell, but it's really bad. It is really, really bad. Another Spell Vanishing. This set has DD Warrior Lady in it, folks, and I got 2 Spell Vanishing. Our luck seems to be rolling out. Rolling out, running out. This is not going ideally. There's another Archfiend Soldier. I will take that. And another Final Attack Orders. If we can get 3 copies of that card, then we are doing pretty okay with a beatdown strat. I am very happy to see Archfiend Soldier. Any other copies of that I can get, I will not complain about. Skull Archfiend of Lightning, yo! What a lad. Sakuretsu armor is also sick to see. What a pack. All right, we're up to 2 Sakuretsu armor and 2 Archfiend Soldier. After all the complaining I've done, we're probably still in pretty good shape here. Next pack, Judgment of Anubis Secret Rare. This card is actually kind of okay, honestly. When your opponent activates a spell card that would destroy a spell trap on the field, discard 1 card, negate that activation. If you do destroy it, then destroy a face-up monster your opponent controls and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack on the field. This card is pretty good against a couple of things. Next one, yo! I say that a lot. Check it out, Shinado, King of a Higher Plane. Yo, one of my favorite cards ever. I cannot stop saying the word yo, can I? It's hardwired into my brain. This card was my absolute favorite as a child. I loved Shinado as a kid. I thought it was the coolest thing. It's so cool to see it here, even if it's a terrible card in our series. There's our 3rd Sakuretsu armor. So we've gotten most of what we can expect out of this opening. A DD Warrior Lady would be phenomenal to close this out, but honestly, I'm not going to complain. This is pretty solid stuff. It's the final countdown. We could probably run this card, honestly. Not immediately, but we probably have the stuff to stall with it. All right, 2 packs left. We have gotten pretty much everything we want out of here. Let's see if we can get some wild hollows in the close. Tsukiyomi, I didn't even think about this card. This card is nuts. All right, last pack. Oh good, our 4th Sakuretsu armor. Ask and ye shall receive, I guess. This opening has been pretty nuts. I'm pretty happy with it. Our holo luck is not great, but we got the commons and rares we've been hoping for. Maybe a skill drain would have been helpful to us, but you know, I'm not going to complain about not getting skill drain. I'm going to be real with y'all. All right, folks, having opened up our packs for the week and having chat here by my side, I suppose above me. Hi there, chat. We are to the point in our segment where we are going to be checking out our gift for the week from the Wheel of Blessings, which is a promo card released before the opening or the release of Dark Crisis, our most recent set. And there's an obvious choice. Harpy's Feather Duster is an unbelievably good card. It has been destroying Progression Series Season 2. It is one of the best cards ever printed. It's boring. It's a boring card. I don't like it. It's too easy. It doesn't accomplish things. Besides, a little bit of a spoiler alert or a little bit of foreshadowing. When GX comes around, I have some rules I'm going to be introducing to the series to make it a little bit more interesting. And I will tell you now, Harpy's Feather Duster will not be around for that. So Harpy's Feather Duster, while it's the obvious one, is not the pick that we want. Now, the next one is Sinister Serpent. This is one that chat will attest I have been coping on hard for the last like half an hour looking at these things. I really want to pick Sinister Serpent. I think it's such a funny card. I think it's really fun, and it's just it is just a blast. I like this card a lot, but I can't take it because we don't have any cards that capitalize on it. This card is wonderful and I love it, but because Raigeki Break is reciprocal, because we can't use it with Tribute to the Doomed or with Back to Square One or anything like that, we got a Tribe Infecting Virus in this opening, but the AI will automatically destroy every card on the field, including the Tribe Infecting Virus if I do that. So, unfortunately, Sinister Serpent is not the pick. Instead, a final, extremely funny card is on the board. We are going to be choosing Windstorm of Ataqua. Windstorm of Ataqua is a card that is pretty good. It's something the AI can't really mess up too terribly. It's a generally good trap card, and it will survive into the GX era. This is a card that will not be banned before GX. So I think we're just going to pick up a copy of Windstorm. It is all over good. It isn't as stupid and annoying as Harpy's Feather Duster, and it has slightly more use than Sinister Serpent. So we will be choosing Windstorm of Ataqua to add to our collection. Bet you didn't see that one coming. And now, having received our blessing, it is time for us to experience our calamity. Discord has voted on a bunch of different options to add a sleeper agent to our deck, a card that I must max out all copies I have in my collection in every deck that I run today. And the top 5 votes were some interesting ones, starting with Torrential Tribute, a card that is probably fairly beneficial to us, honestly. It's a card that's just going to destroy all of our cards. The AI may use it at inopportune times, but it's a pretty solid one. Hungry Burger, what other choice was going to make it in here? Of course, Hungry Burger for Borgerbot was going to be on there. Tribe Infecting Virus, another very funny one. This card is extremely good, except in the hands of an AI who will use it effectively as Torrential Tribute anyway, but minus 2 or 3 cards in your hand. Deskawala is a cool one. I do have 3 copies of this card, I think, and is very, very good for our burn strat, which we could try out today. And finally, Fiend Comedian, which is just a strange pick. Chat can now vote for 1 minute. Who are we going to get? It's very close, but Tribe Infecting Virus is taking it. Chat it said, I am going to normal summon cards, and then I'm going to discard everything to destroy everything. So no matter what deck I make today, I must run my 1 copy of Tribe Infecting Virus. This is going to be an interesting one. Kings, Queens, and Monarchs of every element, we have hit a little bit of a jump in power level in the ladder. The AI goes from normal summoning frog monsters to summoning synchro monsters in a spam deck very, very quickly. And while that deck is something that I think we are approaching the ability to play against, shockingly, we're probably not there yet. And for the interest of fun and content, I have opened things up to the Roger Luigi's Mansion Discord for them to submit their decks to add to the ladder. Patrons have gotten a guaranteed place on the ladder. I absolutely have to put their decks on the ladder, and other folks can submit decks that I like in order to get them to show up. This is a deck from Austin CK, the first of our patrons, who submitted 2 decks, both of which I love. The first one is this Joey Warrior World deck, which is an exclusively Joey cards deck, and I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to play against it. This looks like an optimal deck if I've ever seen one in my life. We've got, Burn? I guess, in honor of Kylan's, even though Deskawala didn't win, and in honor of the fact that I've been wanting to play Burn ever since we got 2 copies of Lava Golem, we are running Burn today. This is an interesting build. Probably the win condition, probably, is Ominous Fortune Telling, which deals 700 points of damage to your opponent every single turn. If we can get that with like a couple Just Desserts, maybe stick a Spirit Reaper on the board. We also have the Shallow Grave to bring back Deskawala. I think that's going to be the pick for the AI if we have Deskawala in the graveyard, because it's got both the highest attack and the highest defense of our low-level monsters, besides like the mandatory Tribe Infecting Virus. We also have a Monster Reborn in here in case we want to mess ourselves up by summoning Lava Golem. Array of Revealing Light is a hilarious card because it always calls Warrior, and guess what's in Joey's deck? This deck is unbeatable. Vengeful Bog Spirit is just Vengeful Bog Spirit. It's just better Array of Revealing Light, but we only got 2 copies of it. Dark Snake Syndrome accelerates the gameplay, so maybe we can force some draws, and that's pretty much the deck. This is unbeatable. It cannot be defeated. All right, chat. You know where we're at. 56% of you voted in favor of our unbeatable burn creation that we put together today. This is really something. I don't see how this could possibly go wrong. Let the games begin. All right, an intense battle of rock, paper, scissors starts us off today. We start with the Dark Snake Syndrome. Let's go. We're going to Tremendous Fire already. We are starting off hot with the normal summoned Spirit Reaper. Doing great, folks. We're doing great. Fortunately, oh god, I forgot about DD Warrior Lady. DD Warrior Lady is a little bit of a problem for our deck, but that's okay. A normal summoned her. Fairy Box. Oh, they're going to burn themselves. They're going to burn themselves with Fairy Box. Let's go. Nimble Momonga. Deal 1,000 damage, potentially, if they miss twice. Okay, they did not miss twice. That's okay. We'll gain 1,000, and that'll favor us for Dark Snake Syndrome. Fairy Box is actually crazy good for us. Oh, Pot of Greed is not nice, but we'll take 6. That's fine. We'll gain another 1,000. We will not summon the second Nimble Momonga. Oh, no, don't do that. No, not Grave Robber. Anything but Grave Robber. Please just set a monster. Just set a monster. Tribe Infecting Fires. We're going to shotgun Skull Dice. Fortunately, we only have one thing to discard for Tribe, so that's pretty good for us, I suppose. And it was the Nimble Momonga, as we predicted. This is really good for us. We discard the Tremendous Fire. Okay, apparently that only lasts in your hand for a turn. Oh, sure. Okay, Dark Snake Syndrome doing its work. Tribe Infecting Virus just destroyed itself, because of course it did. That's okay, because next turn we're just going to... Does this tie the game? Wait, what? Oh, because they normal summoned it. Dark Snake Syndrome for the win! The Field Spell, Array of Revealing Light coming in clutch. Unbelievable. This is... I told you all, this deck is unbeatable. All right, game 2. Who's going first this time around? I'm guessing they're going to make our deck go first. No, the DD Warrior Lady for the first go is interesting. We have learned to set monsters in time for the DD Warrior Lady. Did we learn to use flip effects? Yes, we did. Skull Dice, Desk Koala is not the best thing. We're just going to burn all of our Skull Dice right here, but that's okay. We're just going to deal 400 points of damage because they set everything. Legendary Fisherman is kind of funny. Dark Snake Syndrome is very funny. Fissure is extremely funny. We're doing it. We're doing it, folks. The Shallow Grave. We're going into battle phase with Giant German. We're not attacking because we know what that is. I don't really know what the sequence of play was about, but you know what? We're working with it. We have burn in play. Stop summoning guys, please. Just please stop summoning guys. That would be really, really appreciated if you would cease your summoning of guys. Giant Germ dealing 500. We're going to summon out the second one. We really need a stall card right here. We could really use like an Ordeal of a Traveler or something. Nimble Momonga is kind of a stall card. I'm still extremely baffled by our AI's like decision-making process when it comes to setting cards. Nimble Momonga gaining us 1,000 is great. We, of course, have another Nimble Momonga in hand, don't. Oh, that's not great. Oh, we're 50 up on them. We are 50 up. Dark Snake Syndrome is going to resolve. Okay, all we have to do is tie the game. If this is Spirit Reaper, we are just too cracked. Monster Reborn. He has Monster Reborn. Glad to see it. It is our other Nimble Momonga. We'll gain 1,000 to hopefully keep ourselves alive. Really, as long as we tie the game, I'm happy with this one. 800 to both of us. We normal summoned the Spirit Reaper. Why? To what end? I guess that gains us 1,000, but that doesn't really... Ordeal Travel does nothing. Oh no! The lose condition has appeared. Oh, we have just lost the game, haven't we? We have just... The game is now over. We're just gonna lose next turn. So today I learned that the AI is weirdly good for flip effects. We managed the draw, so I guess we just go to game 2 2.0 here. Chat is pointing out that this deck is the unbeatable burn deck and it has not lost a game yet. So we have to go again. It is required that we go again. Normal summon Nibblemamanga. Again, not great. Not ideal. Rocket Warrior is rough, but we gain 1,000 off of this. And, you know, the whole song and dance continues. Just Desserts is very funny here. Kind of wishes it had waited until we had more monsters around. But, you know, we're gaining life points and they're losing life points. And that's ultimately what's important. Vengeful Bog Spirit, very, very good here because the Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke cannot attack this turn. Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke also is pretty good against our deck. I suppose I should have realized that we are a little bit poorly positioned against the very particular type of monsters. Lava Golem! Lava Golem is in play! Lava Golem is extremely bad for us, though, because it is unrestricted by Vengeful Bog Spirit now. Command Knight is, however, restricted by Vengeful Bog Spirit, so I suppose all the Lava Golem has to do is just not attack this time, and we're probably in decent shape. Can we set a Spirit Reaper? This is the real question. Pot of Greed is more likely to get us there. We've got 2 back row now. Ominous Fortune Telling helps us get to our burn condition, although we're apparently not activating Ominous Fortune Telling. Oh, Jinzo is bad. We set the Spirit Reaper! We figured out how to set Spirit Reaper. I still have no idea how the set mechanic works in this. Why are we normal summoning? We set the Spirit Reaper and then normal summoned Deskoala. What is going on? Yo, misplaying the Archfiend of Gilfer here because now it didn't get its full destruction. Okay. Yo, we got the Ominous Fortune Telling. Oh, this burn deck is too cracked. Wait, we win next turn. All we have to do is switch Deskoala to defense and we have won. The burn deck has done it. Let's go. We're not attacking with DD Warrior Lady because Spirit Reaper can't be destroyed by battle, so the AI doesn't think there's a point. Easy clap. I never doubted it. I never doubted it. That was really something. That was truly unbelievable, folks. Actually, no, I fully believed it. Folks, now that we have beaten the Joey deck, we face a slightly more significant challenge. This is probably the funniest deck of them all so far. This is from Dranzerfire, also known as Julius, and it is called Count to 4 and Then You're Dead. Can you see why? This is a bunch of just old jank cards that are thrown together with Borrelguard Dragon, a rank 4 monster that is just a 3,000 attack point dude that can't be destroyed by card effects. This deck, it's just, I love that it's all DM level jank, except 2 1900s from early 5Ds and then Borrelguard Dragon. This deck is so cool. I love this deck so much. It's also going to kick our asses. Let's see what we can accomplish. And like I said, what were we going to do except run back the burn deck? We've made a slight change. We've taken out Ray of Revealing Light because Ray of Revealing Light will only call warriors, which isn't very good against a deck that has a diversity of monster types. And we put in 2 monsters with 0 attack and 2,000 defense, trusting that the AI can probably look at 0 attack and say maybe we shouldn't put that in attack position. We'll see if my faith is unfounded this time. So it looks like chat has voted 71% in favor of our clearly unbeatable burn deck. Even when it looks like it's going to lose, it just draws. That's what we're going to win with. It's just going to happen. We're going to get our repeat victory once again. Let's see if we can do it. Starting off with another contentious rock, paper, scissors round, although it looks like the enemy has won. That doesn't matter to us. No matter who goes first, we are the winners in the end. We normal summoned the Cocoon of Evolution! No! I thought the AI understood. I thought 0 was little enough attack to do it. They're monster reborning our Cocoon of Evolution as, oh my god, they've got Dust Tornado. This deck is unbeatable for us. They're just adding insult to injury. How? Uh-oh. 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 Come on, all it takes is one lava golem. Just one normal summoned Spirit Reaper. One normal summoned Spirit Reaper. A flaw in our plan has occurred to me. Ordeal of a Traveler doesn't work very well when your deck just fires off your entire hand. That didn't go so hot. Game 2. All right, we'll simply draw and play our good cards this time round. Not a good start. Oh no, the pass. The pass from Tribe Infecting Virus. No. No. Well, they didn't get Beauregard. That's the good news. Okay, this time we set the Spirit Reaper. This time it's Spirit. You know, I'll take it. We gotta take the victories where we can get them here. We set a giant germ. Okay, come on, just set it. Oh, here we go. Here's Beauregard. Okay, it's gonna be. Oh, it's Spirit Reaper. Let's go. Wait, they. Hold up. Can they not beat Spirit Reaper? I'm not sure why we're normal summoning Momongo, but at least we got rid of a dude. Okay, just Windstorm of Atakwa doesn't help because it's a Link monster. Oh, we were so close on this one, folks. I'm afraid the doubters have won this time. Did not go well. Well, we have hit the panic button. When all else fails, it's time for hardcore beatdown. We need to find ways to beat their monsters, and battle is pretty much all we got. Because Beauregard can't be destroyed by card effect, we're just gonna have to hope Fairy Box does the trick. We're running triple needle sealing because the AI is really good at playing into it. They will just slam all of their cards onto the board and needle sealing will clear them, keeping them from getting to Beauregard. Hopefully we'll be able to keep them off enough monsters that we'll be able to just win the game. Hopefully. Well, chat doesn't believe in Borgerbot. Only 21% of them voted in its favor. But I trust in the deck I made, the cards my friends gave me, and in Borgerbot. Let's go. All right. What do we have here? They're summoning Dogu. Dogu is just like a big dude, so we can beat that. We just need Archfiend Soldier Crash. Sure, why not? How did we not open Mystic Plasma Zone with this hand? Oh man, if we had just waited on that Fairy Box. We're Monster Reborning. I love that they just have to add insult to injury by summoning back our own Archfiend Soldier. We just need to hit like one of these and we're fine, right? We just need to hit one of these. We just need to hit one of these and we're fine. Okay, we hit one of them. We'll be okay. If we summon a dude and needle sealing, sure, that also contested the entire board, but why not? Gigantus, we've got double summon. If we... Okay, we're just going to call it right. We're simply just going to call it right. I am coping so hard. We've called it right twice in a row. Okay, give us a monster. We need a monster or Raigeki. Dark Elf is a monster that is also kind of Raigeki under these particular circumstances. They just cannot summon a guy that beats us. They're going to put Gigantus to defense position. Dust Tornado is bad for us here, but not that bad since we, are working into Gigantus here. We're going to attack with our biggest dude first while we still have Mystic Plasma. Sure, why, we're just on 1,000 life points. We're just on 1,000 life points. Yeah, we just have Indomitable Fighter Lele on the board. That's all. That's what we got. Oh, Lesser Fiend is really good. Lesser Fiend is very strong. Even into, sure, activate double summon. Yo, could this be it? Is Lesser Fiend the one card to rule them all? Lesser Fiend coming in clutch once again, potentially here. Okay, all right. I believe Flash Assailant's really, really solid, except it can't beat Obnoxious Celtic Guard. Great. Excellent. Perfect. Where's Fissure when you need it? Excellent. Our monsters are gigantic, but they cannot destroy a single Obnoxious Celtic Guard. Tell me I kept in at least one Fissure in this deck. We're gonna go to battle. They summon a dude. Hello? Hello? We summoned a dude? Okay. Can they summon a dude again? Can we have them summon a dude again? Just keep summoning a dude in attack position, please. Please just continue summoning dudes in attack position. And give us Fissure. Ooh, that is actually really bad. At this point, if they can summon a guy... Oh, Dark Blade is a 1400. Let's go. Dark Blade is 1400. He beats under Obnoxious Celtic Guard. Yeah, we got it. We did it, chat. We've done it again. Let's go, game 2. All right, come on. Mystic Plasma Zone, a phenomenal start. The second Mystic Plasma Zone, a less good start, but when we're normaling Archfiend Soldier, we don't have to worry. Unless they activate Fissure, Monster Reborn right afterward. How do they keep getting this combo? Fissure will take out... Hold up, we're pulling it right back on them. Gumo? Gumo? What is going on? What? It has 2,400 attack points. Where are you getting this? How did that happen? What just... Surely the AI understands how field spells work, right? Surely it gets it. Right? Game 3. Let's go. All right. Opening by setting 3. Honestly, not terrible in our particular deck. Fairy Box is also one of the best 3 that we could open with. Interesting that we're keeping monsters in hand. We're just going to toss it correctly. Exactly. That is exactly it. Okay. Raigeki, not the opportune time to do that, but again, we take what we can get. Monster Reborn, bring back the Gorilla. If they summon multiple guys, we're in very good shape. They're not summoning multiple guys, but then, again, we take what we can get. We are, also only taking like half damage each turn, which is great. We set a monster. Is it Witch? Yo, Needle Sealing is incredible here. Holy shit, Needle Sealing absolutely destroys them under these circumstances. We set the Dark Blade, not ideal, but Dogu Searches. Oh, they have good cards in their deck, don't they? We apparently do not, though. If they have Marauding Captain and we have a second Needle Sealing, we're in good shape. I imagine the AI would have chained Needle Sealing to itself back then if we had the second Needle Sealing. But we gotta believe, what could those face downs possibly be? What could those face downs possibly be under these circumstances? Adhesion Trap Hole is one of them. Okay, we're simply going to call it right 3 times. We're just going to call it right 3 times. We are going to call it right once. We just need to call it right once. We drew into both of our tribute summons, didn't we? We drew into all of our tribute summons. It's a great question. I don't know what the 2 set cards are. There are plenty of cards that would have been phenomenal in multiple situations here. That's a good point. We also didn't open Monster Reborn any of the games, but they got Fissure Monster Reborn 3 games in a row. Clearly we know which one is the luckier deck. But no matter, we climbed up yet another rank, and next week we get to open something a little bit more powerful. Stay tuned.